Hi, my name is Alexis Siegel, and I'm the resident physician here at Protea Medical Center in Tempe, Arizona, and I'm here today to talk about stress. If your body always feels like it's stressed, like it's running from a tiger, it's always going to prioritize survival over something like hormone balance. Now, our culture really rewards high achieving and high output. And so that can cause our body to kind of live in that chronic state of stress long term. Now, acute stress is beneficial for survival, like, running from that tiger, our ancestors, and, just being alert and able to handle an acute threat. However, with long term stress, chronic stress, that can kind of become maladaptive in the body. During acute stress, the body operates at the level of the HPA axis to modulate and adapt to stress. So that's the hypothalamic-pituitary-adrenal axis. And so with this, when we have this perceived threat, we get an uptick in cortisol and also in catecholamines, so epinephrine, norepinephrine. So with these hormones on board, the body is able to perceive the threat and adapt to survive. Our bodies are hardwired to handle stress, but the issue comes in when we have this chronic arousal state without periods of rest. And so that can ultimately affect a lot of different systems in the body because nothing works in isolation, right? So it can affect the immune system, hormones, sleep, and many more processes in the body. So, what this looks like on a level of physiology is alterations in sex hormones, thyroid hormones, immune system function, and circadian rhythm regulators. So, in terms of sex hormones, these can be affected in various different ways. So, testosterone can decrease with chronic stress. We can also see a disruption in ovulation and the menstrual cycle. So, menses might become irregular. And one of the mechanisms that this can occur by is something called the pregnenolone steal. So, pregnenolone is a precursor to both cortisol, which is our stress hormone, and progesterone, which is our hormone that helps to regulate menstruation. And essentially, when the body is in this fight or flight state, you're shunting all that pregnenolone to produce more cortisol to meet those demands of the high stress environment. And in turn, progesterone is unable to meet threshold in order to keep menstruation regular.